as always. When you join me here on my channel, you are one of my treasures. Um, well, like the title says, yes, I'm still in my uniform, but from work, but vacation has started. Um, on Saturday, I fly out to California, so there should I will film one more video live stream tomorrow, and then maybe do some shorts while I'm in California, of the beaches and stuff for all of you to see. So uh, I hope all of you can look forward to all that. Um, please do do leave a like and subscribe. I see you in there, Huggy. How you doing today? Hope all is well. I know I got started a little late. He had to get calm back there. Everyone, do remember this is our first week where we have now super chats, super stickers, stuff like that. So, hello, Susan. Welcome to the stream. Uh, and you know, thank you. Welcome to the stream. So remember, anything that is given to the channel, 20% is given to different charities. 10% actually I use to help warm the homeless here in Albuquerque during the summer. I can actually, and then Très bien, Lavender Bear. Um, and uh, and 5% will go to Animal Humane New Mexico, where I've adopted my dog from, and then 5% will go to the Transgender Resource Center here in New Mexico. So in Albuquerque. So that is where, and then the rest will go to just improve the channel, get better cameras, get a better, like upgrade the computer, even help, you know, and basically just, get better equipment to have a better channel. Oh, that's good to hear, Huggy. Oh, that's awesome. That'll be great. Yeah. You'll definitely jump on I would say jump on the I don't know if I'll be on the sermon on Sunday because I'll be in California with family. But I will um I would say, like, jump on there and put in the comments with Joe. I'm sure they would love to hear that. Yeah, yeah, I won't be there on Sunday's sermon this week because yeah, he did the same thing when he was handing out blankets during the winter, and he would get the Red Baron pizzas, cook them, slice them up, and give 2 slices to each homeless person. Well, thank you, Charlie. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, you are a treasure here. Do I know Jesus or Jesus? Thank you, Charlie, for really standing up right there. Uh, oh, that's awesome, Huggy. That's a good thing to do. Is all Joe did post one of a guy that helped him find some of the other homeless there in Salt Lake. Hello, Colin. Welcome to the stream. Please do leave a like and subscribe. What's the purpose of doing YouTube? Actually, that's a good question. I hadn't mentioned it. I talk about five topics on my channel. I talk about transition. I talk about triathlon. I talk trends. Uh, I talk. I do some teachings and tips. I do discuss five different topics in that, or four different topics in that realm, and then I do talk trucks. I like to work on my Nissan Xterra. Yeah, they're she, her, hers. Mr. Boston, I don't know what makes you assume that so much. Everybody has a certain assumption right away because someone is trans. Oh, that would be cool to do a documentary on it, Huggy. We need one more like to hit our first 10. That's always our first goal. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Remember, if you do give any super chats, stickers, or anything, you know, you can, that 20% will go to homeless population. JC, go ahead and ask whatever question you have, as long as it's not disrespectful to me or my viewers. Uh, I I am a male to female transgender woman. Look at that. We're at 14 likes. They doubled right away. Hey, former, how's it going? How are your Yankees doing? I thought I saw them in first. Well, you can. Do I like witch brooms? Uh, I really I don't check out witch brooms. I don't have an OnlyFans. Actually, I closed it down. Well, you didn't have to scroll into it. It's a choice you made. Uh, yeah, they do. Hey, Space Frog, welcome to the stream. Oh, I keep forgetting to set it up, and in fact, tonight I was gonna break it down to because I am going on vacation. James, there's nothing that. Why is anything got to get better for me? There's nothing wrong. Yeah, people will come in and be jerks no matter what. So, welcome everyone. Welcome to my stream. My name is Jules. All of you are my treasures here. Um, yeah, I'm wearing red. I work for a Department of Veterans Affairs. So, usually on Fridays we wear red, but I don't work on Fridays because everybody knows that on Fridays you wear red to remember everyone deployed. That's what red stands for when you wear it on Fridays. Actually, Jim, it is. I'll admit. Topher, I get a lot of vets that say thank you. So you may have your concerns with it. I have a lot of veterans that tell me that they really appreciate us. So I'm not a vet, no, but I am a nurse for the Department of Veterans Affairs. You know what? I don't deal with whether they deny you or what. That is something that admissions and all that does. I am the nurse. I take my patients and I help them out as I can. What if I play you a cupcake song? I am a transgender woman. Wow, guys, I think we're moving up in likes at the fastest rate we ever have. We're at 22 already in the first 12 minutes. Yeah, it's Joe's cupcake song, Huggy. Should I play it? Hello, Jackie. Welcome to the stream. Trans means you're transgender. One is transgender. They that one is Briley. Do you want a cupcake song? I can play it to you on from YouTube. Yes, Jackie. Uh, I haven't seen what the English court has decided. Okay, let me pull up another YouTube page and I will pull it up for you and I will play you. Let's play some uh play the cupcake song for Briley here. I just got to get into the shorts and let's take it off of mute and here we go. It's actually called. Heavy padding in the neon hue.
cracked vase on the kitchen floor. I get what I want, then I want more. Soaking in the bathtub fizz. The way you look at me is a quiz. Hair teased high like a wild storm. In your arms I feel so warm. Like my cupcake, sweet sensation. It's a sugar-coated invitation. Don't you know it's such a sin when you don't dig it?
I'm transitioning because I don't, I have never felt correct as a male.
Riptides and a
I will
leather
be on a flight on
jacket.
Saturday.
Secret, can you hack it? Lights blur as we drive fast. Make this moment last and last.
I will be going to California.
Color screen. We make a pretty reckless team. 80s music in the air. Nobody else can compare. Lick my cupcake, sweet sensation. It's a sugar-coated invitation. Don't you know it's such a sin when you don't dig in?
Yes, Huggy, I'm going to San Diego.
When you don't dig in. Bubble gum
Oops,
stuck to my shoe.
we can stop that now. Okay, I don't want the any feedback there because, okay, you guys, I can see what you're trying to, write here with one letter. If I had my mods in here, they would have you out so quick. Yesterday, I actually reported some people as, um, to um, to YouTube because some of them, what they said, it almost sounded like acts of terrorism. So I am taking everything here that everybody states seriously, and I will report it. Yes, I am trans, North Flow. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Okay, this one's going under harassment now. This one right here will probably be reported too. Let's see, report harassment or bullying. We could say harassing report. By Ronald McDonald, you have now been reported to YouTube. Well, thank you. I know they do need a trim. I would have to say it would be. Oh, that's kind of my pronouns are she, her, hers. It's a tough one between Pitt and DiCaprio. I remember seeing DiCaprio as a kid. He came out on Growing Pains. Yeah, I've spoken Spanish before. Okay, Wendy's, you're You're going definitely going under harassment reported to YouTube. And here we go again. Same person, probably as a different restaurant. Or getting reported to YouTube. Um, yeah, well, Dairy Queen's not going to be around. And here comes with Burger King. You guys really don't think I'm going to stop ignoring this? Um, oh, I know. And all they have is probably different accounts. And the only thing they're helping my do is my channel grow. They are helping spread the algorithm, which then the algorithm will help spread more likes, which then actually helps get us more members and subscribers on here. Then Jesus loves me. Jesus me quiere. Um, No, I banned them because they're coming in here and look at the words that they're putting on my channel. No, I do not watch WWE. I mean they they shouldn't be coming on here to spread hate. Uh, Many people, even I've noticed that many religious people come and spread hate. If you guys want to come here on the channel, please, uh, um, you know, come to so we can talk nicely, and for being many people for being religious, uh they come and spread hate, start saying things that I am doing wrong, which no, I'm expressing myself as who I truly am. So um it says the Department of Veterans Affairs, that's where I work. I've made several different videos with other different people. Actually, right now, I would love to jump into one with John DeLynn of Mormon Stories and tell my Mormon story and how I left. I'm gonna say something here. I even looked it up the other day, the statistics while on the channel. You guys really get bothered that much by 1% of the population of the United States? Do you know the transgender population of the United States is 1%? It may even be less than that, like 0.95. So, I work in the government. I'm a nurse for the Department of Veterans Affairs, and I used to also work for the Department of Health and Human Services on a disaster medical assistance team. So I used to be deployed to different places on different times after different disasters. Correct. 1% is big. We can make a loud voice, but it's amazing how that 99% gets bothered so much by us 1%. No, I would not consider that. And oh, that's awesome. You started your testosterone. Oh, don't start with the religious scriptures. Yeah, you can go. Um, Nobody will bring me down. I said my pronouns are she, her, hers. Oh, my daughter is very accepting. Hello, Miles. Welcome to the stream. Please do leave a like and subscribe. Thank you, Jackie. Remember, everyone, if you do leave any, consider leaving like a super sticker or anything like that. Uh, it 20% will go to charity. The others will just to make a better channel for you. Well, thank you. I haven't had facial feminization surgery, so obviously it's still there. I don't leave bumper stickers in chats. Uh, well, I will give 5% to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. We'll give 5% to Humane New Mexico. That's where I adopted my dog. 10% will go to, I'm starting, I do where I give beanies, gloves, socks, and not blankets, but I'm gonna give Mylar lined ponchos to the homeless next winter. This winter, I only did beanies and gloves, and I did do videos as I handed them out. I've been transitioning for a year. You're trans your whole life. It is a 24/7 thing, Anthony. I'm a transgender woman. Well, if you're homophobic, uh, then why are you here? I mean, people, you can just, you know, go on by rather than have to come in here and spread hate. Um, yeah, I have I adopted Dalmatian mix. A lot of people don't understand Dalmatians. People think they're aggressive dogs, but they're not, just the hyper dogs. Thank you, Marina. Welcome to the stream. Yep. Remember that, everyone. The more you come on the channel, the more this goes out to the algorithm, so it spreads to more people. So all I can really say is thank you, because all of you are really helping my channel grow. I already have 34 likes. Usually to get 34 likes, it takes close to an hour. We've done it in 30 minutes. That means we've gotten 1 like per minute. Um, in fact, we're at even more than that. Um, and I don't know. I haven't even looked at where we are on, you know, on new subscribers. You know, yesterday we did do what was it? We did do about 20 bucks in super chats. That was wonderful. And then the day before, we had a lot of people donate. So yeah, I'm trying to work on. I'm doing moderation and running the stream. My one of my mods aren't here yet. I know one of my mods had her wife at at the hospital, um, and I had one show up later in the stream yesterday, so that was okay. Thank you, Skippy. My goal, I have many goals. I want to do a full Ironman. I want to, I am transitioning. Eventually, I want to, do my really my goal for this is to educate people. And like I said, I talked to 5 T's, just that I get all these people that are disrespectful in here come in and just spread hate. Um, so for me, my goal is to educate about transition. We can talk triathlon, we can talk, trends. Obviously, today I'm still in my work clothes, uh, and yeah, or if people have questions, I can talk about my transition. Um, we can talk, there's certain things I teach about my channel, like cooking, certain recipes I have put videos about that. I do about urban myths. I have talked about high demand religions, and um, and also some preparedness stuff that I do for, like, when I used to live, in Florida with hurricane season. And then I talk about trucks. I am doing a resto mod on my Nissan Xterra. It's a 2008 four-wheel drive, and it is a manual transmission, which is probably the best security device you can have. Jenny, I'm okay, because guess what? Um, because I don't let it get to me. And Jennifer, you don't need to be in here. Not doesn't really have to be anything because you voted for Trump, but for the other one. Hello, Nathan. I used to be a guy. Exactly, and that's why I wanted a manual transmission because nobody nowadays would know how to drive one, or if they did, try to, they would either stall it right away or anything. Yes, first surgery I want is bottom surgery done. Okay, what was your question? What's a manual? You don't know what a manual transmission is? It's also called a stick shift. So that means your car actually has three pedals, and whenever you have to shift gears, you have to push the clutch down. So it disengages the clutch plate, and then you shift the gear. Okay, I have a question for you. Okay, and then you said, what's a manual? I said, yeah, you said what's a manual, and I was just explaining what a manual transmission was. And I did kind of explain what my stream was about. Um, we can talk about any types of the five T's. We can talk about transition, triathlon, trends, teaching, uh, and trucks. Why not? I have always preferred driving one. Um, it's what I learned on, and so no, someone else did ask though. Right here, Solo just asked why do I want to shift gears? But I like driving one. So the Navy has to get rid of at least quarter of its fleet. Okay, I didn't know they had fleas in it. Okay, I'm sorry, names. What was your question? Okay, Solo. The what's a woman thing? I know everything that you are gonna state, and right away you're gonna ask me, will I be able to have children? And I know I can say that, but I am going to have surgery, what's called a vaginoplasty, and I will wait for about 2 years, or about another year and a half before to see if I will get an augmentation. and then probably um, go and have uh, you know, a facial feminization surgery. Names, let me go find yours. Okay, you asked an LGBT related question. Um, I'm trying to find yours. I know you're in purple. I don't see your question. Yeah, your question. Okay, I have a question for you, Jules. Yeah, your question never popped up. I even went up to the first time. Yeah, I didn't see it. I even went up to the first time you looked in there. Um, because I even went up to the very first time that you said, "Can I ask you a question?" I looked in there and it wasn't in there. I didn't see it the second time either. Yeah, I didn't see it in there. I haven't found it. Because I know the color. You said you asked an L. Because I don't see a question from you. I really tried to be patient with you. Uh, but and you said one more time. I'm looking for it, but I haven't seen your question. Oh, that's good for you, Slim. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Um, I'm not a drag queen. Drag queens are very different. Hi, Gloria. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like and subscribe. If you are in here, please consider leaving, even if it's just a super sticker or something, it does help the channel so we can, yeah, your question is not popping up at all. I've watched for it. I've been watching because your N is purple, and I've been watching for everything in purple. So, wherever, whatever question you're asking, I don't know if the algorithm is not letting it in or some type of keyword or anything. No, I can see questions, but I haven't seen yours. Because like here, BB says, well, yes, some people, some trans people have may have competed on it, but being a drag queen is completely different. Different. It's not completely censored. I usually have mods in here that will stop the people that start one like the Jesus comments. We really like to make them a minimum because I do have friends and subscribers that do have religious trauma. So those comments need to go down. Um, because really, most of the Jesus people in here, or Christian people, or whatever you want to call yourselves, um, they they tend to come in and spread hate a lot of the times. Uh, all they do is try to say how wrong everything is going, or I'm doing. My mods aren't here. I'm the one that's been moderating this stream. So I haven't deleted. If I wouldn't see you right now if I had deleted anything by you, because I usually just hide the user from the channel. My day was great, not for you. Um, just a hard day at work at the VA. Um, uh, Topher Lee, yes. I'll gladly block you if you don't want to be on here. Yeah, and people, religious people and Christian people are supposed to treat people with kindness. And what happens? They come in here and do all this hate talk. Um, so I don't understand. That's why I left Christianity or any religion or faith behind. And basically, if there was a God, he wouldn't have created hate. So I'm an atheist. I actually even belong to a church of atheism. I did not serve Topher. I work for the Department of Veterans Affairs. I serve veterans. Yeah, but it seems people, it does come from, you're right, it does come from free agency, but people that are part of faith or follow God seem to spread it more. So I have subscribers that do literally have religious uh, trauma because of how people. I don't know the veterans benefits are determined about a lot. Yeah, Stevie Wonder, that's what I'm saying. See, like that Gunner here saying, I'm evil. I bet you he's a devout Christian and Jesus preacher. Um, they're the ones that come in saying hateful things. I am very happy. I am being who I truly am. Badge on my shirt says the Department of Veterans Affairs. Swapping engines, I am thinking, I don't know, I'm considering maybe putting a Titan V8 in my Xterra, one from a Nissan Titan. I've considered it. I am gonna do the Nissan Titan axle swap, where you take the front axles from a Nissan Titan and put them in there, and then you get a lift for it. Put on some 35-inch tires, can make me a good overlander. I am not a veteran. I just work for the veterans, for the Department of Veterans Affairs. Guys, if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to, um, you know, you can leave a like, subscribe, you can leave, hello poker, or poka, I'm sorry, and, you can, uh, you can also donate to the channel. 20% of anything that comes to the channel does go to 10% to the homeless, 5% to the Animal Humane New Mexico, and 5% to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. What dress? I'm not in a dress. I'm in a polo shirt. Thank you. Well, we don't need to know about what how stuff smells. Carlos, I am trans. I am a nurse for the Department of Veterans Affairs. Oh, thank you. I'm a unicorn, you guys. What pink? No, I only take care of people that are, uh, you know, in need of help. Well, thank you. Look at that. We've hit 50 likes. Let's go for 51 as we are in area 5T1. So, no, I am a ma'am. No, I can't say it. I know you're trying to get me to say something in there. I've already been to a therapist, so, and they're the ones that actually advise to transition. We've hit 53 likes. Thank you, everyone. Please consider giving any supers. Remember, 20% does go to charities. Yes, I have seen a UFO. It was triangular in shape. If you do leave super chats, they will be read off the screen. I will read what it states. And your name will be recognized here on the chat also. Yeah, I saw one in Florida. It was triangular in shape with it looked like three lights on the bottom. And it was awkward because I was talking with the other nurse that I worked with at the VA over there, and um, when I got to work, because we had talked about it the day before, and we she said, "Well, let me draw you what I saw in Colorado," and we both drew what we saw. We turned it upside down, traded papers, and it was the same thing. Well, I guess that would make me a female. No, no, it wouldn't freak me out. Uh, I would, I would probably, I wouldn't mind if they actually, if I went face to face with one, I would probably like to make contact. You know, okay, first of all, it's not about Jesus, so we don't need to start with the Jesus talk again, you guys. Uh, so if you're gonna start Jesus talk, you will be hidden from the channel because I can tell you Jesus is a myth. Like if you watch, uh, if you look at the story of Zeus and Perseus, it's the same thing as God and Jesus. So, or God or Jehovah or Elohim, whatever you want to talk, call him, you know? Um, I don't know. And like here, Dak Gunner, you're being that makes you need to repent. From when I've studied any type of scripture, it doesn't, you're not the one to judge. From what I understand, that God is supposed to make the judgment in the end, and you're the one telling me to repent? No, you should be repenting because you're sinning just as much as me then. It I work for the Department of Veterans Affairs. Jesus, 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 Jesus on a hamburger. Solo, I'm gonna have to let you go there. Solo had been cool up to now, but well, do whatever you want, but you gotta go. All you're helping do is spread my algorithm. Hello, Kylie, welcome to the stream. I've worked there for 5 years and I've liked it. First of all, I don't smoke pot, so I actually have never done that in my life. I cannot do a backflip. I'm a transgender woman. I'm actually transitioning. I take estrogen every morning and every night. It is 10 p.m. We're going an hour on this. Oh, the good old chicken jockey thing. I don't know what all that's about. I am 54. Oh, I don't listen to the haters. I just take them off of here. Um, or my mods do, but they're not here right now. You can one can actually transition at any time, Rudy. So, and I'm not 70, I am 54. So, actually I do. I have a daughter that's getting her master's degree, has a great job. I bet you have a better life than many of you. That's why many of you are coming in and hating. No, it's just there were many things that pointed through it throughout life. There's things that one does not understand, that it's just things that you find in your life that point to you, hey, you're basically you're not a male, you're doing things more like a woman, so and you feel like a woman inside, so that's what it is. All I would say for a younger generation is to be themselves. Now, I do agree with the fact that age of transition should be at, I know it's, and I know I will get some hate from the trans community on this one, but I do think it's when there should be an age of accountability and it should be at age 19. Actually, how it is right now, actually, I think that's a pretty good idea. I don't think parents should make the decision for their kids or be able. One thing they should be able to do when they go when underage is be able. Hey, hello Bailey, welcome. Briley, welcome to the stream. The parents should be able to take the kids to therapy, but not be able to start the hormone blockers. Although I do hear the hormone blockers are very effective. You guys, I put a lot of lotion on my hands because I wash them so much at work from, as I'm a nurse. Um, I I do think that but it's just, I think they should be able to seek therapy when they're young, and then at age 19, as they've made it now, be able to start transitioning. So, that way it's an age of accountability. Yeah, we all have Um, Easy coin, we all have our opinions on that. You know, some people will say 18 because they're an adult at 18. You know, they so you can go into the military at 18 and be taught to, how to use a firearm properly, but you can't go buy it as a civilian until you're 21, you know? Correct. Easy coin, I got what you're saying there. Neo, what do you think I'm going to do to your children? There's nothing I would do to them. That's just a flat out assumption. The things that people hear in the media or things that have been spread, it's just that is true. The mind always develops. We learn new things. It grows in knowledge. And then, yes, we start losing. It all depends on our, you know, actually, I still like women. So actually, I'm actually in the middle of a divorce right now, um, but actively searching. Hello, how you doing? Decather? Hello, Godzilla? Okay, I can already tell what Godzilla's gonna be doing, so I'm gonna go now. Thank you, Easy Coin. Deca? Okay, I got it. Deca. Not many. I have family that has died of alcoholism, but I don't drink. I hardly ever drink, I should say. I haven't uh had a drink in ages. Ages. And even before that, I hardly even drank. So, I mean, I never really got into the big, no, really, man, of Mexican descent, so it could be a different name in the of Mexican. What do you mean? What's they say about the religious people? Yeah, King Julian was cool. Oh, I'll tell you, religions teach hate. No, the transvestite is a completely different thing. There's transgender, there's cross-dressers, there's drag queens, there are transvestites. Oh, I know. They'll always no, get as gays. I don't spread hate. I'm just I just tell it. I'm just telling what I notice. I have been the member of two major religions, and one all religions try to do is convert you to their cause, and then they put you in a high control group, and then next thing you know, um, then they want you to, you know, some of them will want you to just pour money into their accounts. I used to be a member of the Mormon Church. Uh, they wanted 10% of our income every paycheck, and not off the net, off the gross. So, that's what churches do. They become high control groups. Um, Ready man, not necessarily. I have not been a Muslim Regul. So, Ready man, where do you live? All my tax report's been done. Funny thing is, my therapist said I am seen. Thank you, Moses. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do leave a like, subscribe, and jump into the chat. Always feel free to leave if you want to jump in and drop a super sticker. Um, I go by Jules. I've always, I've already, been in two big Christian religions, and no, no more Jesus, or as I heard someone say it, Jesus. Welcome, Victoriano. Yes, I am trans. Here we go. Here comes the next round of Jesus talk. We're just gonna start hiding them. All God is a mythical man in the sky. That's all he is. The Greeks had one. And his name was Zeus. The Romans had Jupiter, and all of them had their, sons that they sent down. Zeus sent Perseus that performed a bunch of different acts that would be like miraculous. Um, you know, so that's the thing. It's everything has what they call shared myth, including Christianity. And that's what God is. It's a shared myth. I'm a I'm I'm an atheist, you guys. So I have been through two major religions in my lifetime, and one being the Catholic Church that I grew up in, and then the other being the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So Hannah, you can believe what you want. Those could just be tales that someone wrote. Was Robin Hood a real person? There's books about him and different tales about him, and um, yes, and that's what people do. They'll use religion against uh, other things. Yeah, I am an atheist. I even belong to a church of atheism. We have our own, we have a my friend started a Church of Atheism, has a 501(c)(3) with it and everything. So if you donate to the Church of Korhor, you get your tax donation or tax deduction. No, I don't have religious trauma. I left the church before I started transitioning. I don't believe in God. God's just, I believe we just get put in the dirt and we get rot away. Well, I'll believe more in Robin Hood because than in Jesus, because I am into archery. So no, and I'm not here to argue either. But it's these people that just keep jumping in and uh, and just keep pushing the religion. Yes, I do work for the VA, Ready Man. And see, and that's what like my channel, that's what I'm not saying I'm taking from the rich, but any on donations that are given here, like as far as any chat revenue, like super chat, super stickers, stuff like that, 20% goes to charity. The rest will go to improve the channel, make better streams, make better videos, and I'm not a vet. My dad was a Air Force vet. Hello, Gallegos kids. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. I love helping people. I love my job. I'm a nurse. So, ever since my first job was, I also wore red, but it was shorts, red shorts, because I was an ocean lifeguard. So I've been, hi, Zoe McGuire. Welcome to the stream. Please do leave a like, subscribe. Consider leaving a uh, super sticker, super chat, just so we can build up, so we can start doing Rapture 505 this for next winter. Rapture 505 is when we wrap the homeless up so they can get warm. I still have beanies and gloves left over, and it's starting to get warm now, so I'm gonna leave those 15, and my goal is to have at least 100 care packets by the time winter comes around. They're gonna have a Mylar lined poncho, a beanie, a pair of gloves, and a pair of socks, and I will hand out to 100 homeless people. And I will film it and put it on my channel. What I do for work, I'm a nurse for the Department of Veterans Affairs. So any like I said, any revenue that does come in from chats, like I mean, from super chats and super stickers, 20% of that will get donated or towards that. So thank you, Ready Man. Um, Actually, Dee, let me tell you what it is. I think the people that argue or even just come in here because of religion or politics or anything, they actually come in here and start typing because honestly, they probably want have some attraction or curiosity because they're attracted to, or maybe even considering being have some dysphoria themselves. It is the Department of Veterans Affairs, Luke. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Hi, Sonia. Welcome to the stream. Murillo, welcome. It was great, Claudia. As you can see, I'm still in my work clothes. I was able to take out Thomas a couple of times, and I had to get my makeup on and done again, and to be able to come on here. I used she, her, hers. Mini Ninja, welcome to the stream. Hello, everyone, and please do leave a like and subscribe. We have gotten close to 30 new members tonight. Actually 24, I should say. Um, we are having a great stream. I'm trying to figure out what time we'll stream tomorrow. Hello, that girl. Welcome to the stream. I'm in New Mexico. The land of enchantment, as it's known. That's the Department of Veterans Affairs. I'm going by plane on my Cali trip, Claudia. I leave on Saturday morning. I actually like Albuquerque. I moved here from Florida, so it wasn't so much the heat over there. Over there was the humidity. No, no belief in Jesus or Jesus. My channel, we talk, as you can see, it's called Jules Treasures, Area 5T1. I'm Jules. All of you are my treasures when you join me here. And Area 5T1 is what we call it here because we discuss 5Ts. We can talk about transition. We can talk triathlon, trends, teaching slash tips, and trucks. Oh, Jesus doesn't exist. Ah, got it. I used to be a road medic before I became a nurse. Well, Cardi, I will give shout outs to the people that do donate to the channel, even if it's $1.99. Well, like I said, I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in God. Jack Hood, I've been to a therapist, and they are the ones that told me to transition. Okay, then do what you want. I don't believe in God. I am an atheist. So, I try to keep the God talk down on my channel. Um, I do have a section where I talk about high demand religions and my exit from the Mormon church. So you can go look at that. I'll be glad if you look at that. So just an atheist, yes. I belong to a church of atheism. Dad, I don't know what you're trying to say. There, you've left. You don't need to pray for me. It's not about what we learn. We can teach each other by lessons that we've learned in life. Like me, I taught a lesson about arrows. Do you know the significance of an arrow? Hello, Fate. Welcome to the stream. I don't see God, so he's not real. Seeing is believing, not believing is seeing. Actually, I have seen my brain. My brain is in a CAT scan. I've seen it on a CAT scan. Actually, I've seen it on a, what is it called? Actually, I saw a 3D image of my brain. So it's actually pretty cool. It's called a SPECT scan. Yes, but you can feel the wind. Also, oxygen, you can measure it. You can't measure God. Hello, superfan. Yeah, we're having a decent night tonight, just having all the usual that come in and do help grow the channel, but do come spread some hate. Yes, it is a happy Thursday. It's my Friday, and I go to California on Saturday. Yeah, it's they're not lit up right now because my dog kind of wagged his tail too hard and ripped the cables on them, so I have to solder them back up. Correct, we can measure brain activity. It's called an EEG. I can tell you how many I've had done in my lifetime. How do you know? Did you see him create life? No, I haven't seen God. I haven't seen him face to face, so I don't believe in him. They could all just been a spine. You have novas and supernovas and everything out there. They could have just exploded from and become from other dust. Yeah, Cali's gonna be fun. I'm going to San Diego. Uh, well, since I'm 1 year in the transition, I will say that is, I will admit, the only place I do not show this side because this is me. You can see all this is me. At work, I don't really present completely female because working for the government right now is hard to be trans. Even though I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's let's not try to get political. I know we have the Free Palestine here, and I just don't want to get in there. Look, I've already said I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God. We need to stop with the God talk. I Oh, okay. There's what's that have to do with anything that you live in, that I live in New Mexico? No, I don't believe in Satan. Cool. That's cool, Strike. Welcome to the stream. Uh, there's lots of things in San Diego. I have family there. No, I don't believe in Batman. I know Batman's animation or well said, Juicy. Please do subscribe to the channel. I'm not a hacker. I know I get that a lot because of the Guy Fawkes mask in the background. Uh, Most people just automatically think it's an anonymous mask. It's not about anonymous, it's a Guy Fawkes mask. How many of you know the story of Guy Fawkes? He was one of the last few very good people in Parliament in the UK. Look, Bapnoctic, if you're gonna put a joke on my stream, but it better not show any disrespect to anyone on here. If not, you'll be banned. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I've listened to them. Yeah, they're a good band. Okay, yeah, you're already talking about something that's not good to another person. Did I just have one of my mods jump on here? It looks like Avita, welcome. I just saw you stop someone on here. I saw you in the background. Welcome to the stream. Guys, one of my mods is on here now, so um, she came on here with her ghillie suit and started taking people off. I didn't notice. I noticed it suddenly. Yes, here we go. So, welcome everyone. Welcome to my stream. My name is Jules. As always, you are a treasure here. Please do hit a like, subscribe, consider giving, super sticker, super chat, like 20% will go towards uh, charities. 5% to the Humane New Mexico Animal Humane New Mexico. That's where I adopted my dog. 5% to Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. 10% so I can help uh, uh, the homeless next winter. So I will be giving care packages with uh, a Mylar poncho, a pair of gloves, a pair of socks, and a beanie to at least 100 homeless, depending on how much money is built up. The rest will go just to improve the channel, maybe get new lighting, different new cameras, and upgrade the computer, you know. Yeah, and last year I gave out about 75 pairs of gloves and 75 beanies, and and I I just walked around to all the homeless. Came out right out of my pocket last year. How to donate? Um, you can just leave like a super chat, and I mean you can just leave one for $1.99. That's fine. You can you can choose on how much you want to be. You know what you want to give. Eli, why do you say I'm ignoring you? I don't see any other comments by you. That's my dog, Thomas. You guys don't think I can see behind me? I can just look through my camera and see behind me. No, try me. My dog does not have pronouns. He's right there. Um, we may actually do a PO box because I just have to check in with the person that runs the church I belong to, which is Church of Atheism, and we do one in Salt Lake City, Utah, and um, and he may start a PO box to where to be able to receive clothing or a drop off point. But there might be a PO box soon. My pronouns are she, her, hers. Hello, everyone, and welcome. If you're just joining us, John Montgomery, that would be impossible to happen. You cannot win another term. And only another way that it could happen, but uh, Elon, I'll tell you what, he's actually he's running most of the country. Um, the live, we can talk about, I always say the 5 T's. We can talk about transition, triathlon, trends, uh, teaching slash tips, and trucks. Thanks to Elon, every Monday that I go to work, I have to put in uh, the 5 things I did last week. to Jesus, to Jesus. Um, I used to be Republican. Now I'm an independent voter because I sit in the middle on certain things. Like, I can sit, like, and I can tell you, I'm a big supporter of the Second Amendment, but yet I believe in pro-choice. So, I'm like right there in the middle. Because I am still in the process of transitioning. I have a friend, actually, she was moderating just a little bit ago, or she might still be moderating right now. Uh, and been, she has finished her full transition, and and so that means she's no longer in transition. So she is a woman. I am still in transition. Yes, you can say male to female transition. Correct. If you guys see some post-op girl here, that is my moderator that's jumped in here, and she is fully transitioned. So she's uh, a woman. Me, I'm a trans woman as I am still in transition. Thank you, rich guy. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like, subscribe. Uh, Consider dropping a super chat. Remember, uh, it would go to three different charities that we will spread them around with. 20% of it. The rest goes to just improving the channel. Um, the channel has been growing tremendously with the last two streams between yesterday's and today's. Tomorrow we'll probably be streaming earlier as I leave to California on Saturday. Okay, Blue here, you need to stop bringing the Jesus talk in, or repentance, or whatever you want to call it, because we are being ourselves. Eli Jacobs, no need to pray for us. Custom Awesome in Seattle. Uh, my stepson was stationed up there in the Navy. He's now in Jacksonville. Thank you. I just got off work, so, well, I've been off work for a few hours, but I, I hadn't changed. Guys, the thing is, if you want respect from us, and even want us to try to believe what you are saying, respect us too, as you know, if it's common, it's like the golden rule. what led me to transition? It's not like something like suddenly like there's bait there and something starts transitioning, bringing you, hey, we transition. No, it's basically throughout your life you find things that lead you to find out that you are not who, the gender you were assigned at birth. You may feel you know different, like, you know, just that you're not wearing the right clothing. You feel uncomfortable within your body. So, just all those things. It's just you find that you start getting curious about the other gender's clothing. And I'm really gonna say something. One of the biggest things is it seems that as transgender people go, it seems that transgender women tend to get the most hate over transgender men. Many people don't say anything to transgender men. No, it's not schizophrenia. It's actually called gender dysphoria. And gender dysphoria goes as just feeling that you are not in the correct, assigned the correct gender. Yeah, if there is even a mythical man in the sky up there, God's a myth. He's a shared myth amongst all Christians. He is shared myth. You can have Christians from a Baptist church, a Lutheran church, and that is what it is. It's a shared myth. That's why it's shared. Everybody within those churches believe in him because it's shared myth. Uh, well, Kate, I don't know where you learned that because I know how I feel. Yes, God is a myth. Casual mechanic, as long if you keep it respectful, I will read it, but um hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Please do leave a like and subscribe. Uh Very well said, Becky. Thank you. Vita, you're doing a fantastic job. Just let me thank you for what you're doing. Uh, Once we get some of the revenue back, I know I have Lena down. Oh, thank you very much um, for that $5 super chat, Ready Man, which I will go ahead and read. It says, "Sorry you got hate. I do simply disagree on the philosophical issue with your leftist trans ideology. Trans men and women are different from men and women." When if you do give a super chat, I will read your comment. Um, I'm a nurse. Oh no, I got it. That and that's why I read it there, Ready ma'am. Thank you very much for the super chat. That is greatly appreciated. Like I said, 20% of that will go to charity. Other 80% to improve the channel. Actually, I don't sit all day looking at a computer. I sit at a government building, taking care of people all day. Federal building at that. Um, right now for me it is 10:56. Doge, I don't know. I That's why it's wonderful to have a nursing license because I know even if Doge does something to the VA, I can turn around if they do privatize it, then guess what? I will turn around and just work for them again. Or I can go somewhere else. And Avita, you're keeping so stealth. Like I said, it's like you have that ghillie suit on and you're just like boom, boom, taking them out of here. I'm a transgender female. Uh the Unfortunately Doge has said I think what I think it was like 86,000 jobs at the VA or something like that. I'm a transgender female, Miles. There were many things as I grew up that I made me realize I was trans. Dulce Base, I don't know who she is. I do a lot of research online. I haven't yet gone on there. Thank you very much for the super sticker, Ghost VRVR. That is greatly appreciated. A little cheeseburger on there. I am traveling to California this on Saturday, so that makes me think of my In-N-Out burger that I will be getting. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. We're doing fantastic. Yesterday we did very, very good. Uh, on the like button, we hit what 100, like 111 likes. Yes, I am trans. Yes, I do work for the government. Okay, me on the sports topic, and I know my moderator will agree. I think there should be a different category, as trans women would have an advantage over women. So, no, I don't think they'll fire me. I do a great job. In fact, today I got a great evaluation by my manager because I always work ahead. Like my work is done, like all my charts are prepped for 2 weeks ahead of time. I helped prep someone else's charts for 2 weeks ahead or for another week ahead of time. I if there's one doc and she doesn't have someone a nurse on Thursdays, so I go and work there. It is the Department of Veterans Affairs. I don't believe in Jesus, in Jesus, that I can put on my Jesus burger. I wouldn't mind talking about aliens, actually. I mean, uh, actually, I do want to do some live streams talking aliens, but I want to do it when I take my trip to Roswell. A friend of mine and I want to go check out some of the museums and stuff in Roswell. Go to the crash site and stuff like that. Um, Maybe we could turn around and go the other way to the large array. So it's always a fun thing to do. Some cheeses? What kind of cheeses shall I get? Should I get mozzarella? Men, let's look at this way. Women do dress like men all the time and they don't nothing happens. Really, look at it. How many women are tomboys? How many women are transgender men? They don't get the hate that transgender women do. And you go back through time, actually, like uh, the clothing that are stereotyped for women right now. are really part of um were part of what men wore. Look, Maze, I already get to where you're going. You're probably going to ask me, can I have a baby? What are my chromosomes? What, you know, what's my, you know, basically my, how my pelvis is shaped. I know exactly. I know exactly. Well said, Avita. These people all want these answers. A woman is someone that uh, does have either XY or XXY chromosomes and has more estrogen in their body than testosterone. I know what you're going to turn around and say. You're going to turn around and you're going to. No, I'm not Christian. I don't believe in God. Kate Brown, you need to go. I thought I took you off of here before. This chat, we're trying to have a peace. We had a peaceful chat going on a little while ago. You know, a couple people gave some super chats. That was great. Uh, no, I did give you some answers, Maze. I just didn't give you the answer that you want. No, right now it's a time that all of you are judging. And all of you that are judging, remember you're going to come to judgment time apparently according to your um according to your scripture. And guess what? With you judging, it makes you just as much a sinner as even I. Why isn't my shirt blue? Because I didn't wear my blue one today. I didn't read your definition. Well, see, all the negativity and hate is just coming from people that are religious. That's kind of what's strange. I'm actually an independent voter, Dr. Pessimistic. No, that is my dog. Go ahead, Ernie. I've been through two major religions, and nothing proves to me that there's this mythical guy in the sky that's created everything. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen, uh, parts of Noah's Ark. Okay, my thing on parents, I think parents should be able to take their kids to a gender therapist to have them be able to talk to a therapist but the I don't know about actually transitioning them as children. I think they should and um uh I think parents should let the person make their choice as when they get older. Well, it's no, it seems like most of the people, well, that's why I'm saying most of the people that are spreading the hate are God people. I will explain Area 5T1, but I am going to read Ready Man's $5 super chat here. My current working definition: woman and adult human female, or an adult human male that has experienced gender dysphoria and has transitioned. Thank you there, Ready Man. Thank you for the second $5 super chat you have given tonight. And Area 5T1 does stand for the 5 T's we like to talk about on the channel. We talk about transition, triathlon, trends, teaching, and uh, trucks. Awesome ICR. That's cool. LOS. Oh, I see what you're spelling there, but I don't want to call you that. No, no, you're going by believing is seeing. To me, seeing is believing. No, I don't go to the VA. I'm not a veteran. My favorite movie of all time is The Empire Strikes Back. Who wouldn't say that? If you guys want to go back on May the 4th of this year, I actually made my list of all the Star Wars movies in the order that I like them from the least, you know, to the most liked. Of course, that I just gave away the top. I work for the Department of Veterans Affairs. You know, Pinfall, it's not about being multiple personality disorder. I do have a cousin that has schizophrenia, and so it's completely different. I think actually how they brought it to 19 is a good transition age. Someone was suggesting 25. Um, Robin Williams was awesome. Yes, I have been to Roswell one time, but it was very late at night, so everything was closed. Like a strict teacher, kind of like on Hot for Teacher video from Van Halen. I'm a nurse, Maze. How did I learn makeup? Trial and error, ICR. Um, on my channel, I will do makeup videos. Uh, they're called what will be called Get Ready with Me, but that will be for people that do memberships. So you can sign up for a membership. The membership will be $2.99 a month, and I have one member already. So yes, I did say I work at the VA, but I'm not at the VA. I do work for the VA. So yeah, if for $2.99 I will show how to do makeup. Welcome, Ready Man. Thank you for what that would probably be, I guess, a tier one member. Um, so we got a new member. We've got Ready Man. Um, so yes, the I will probably start after after the upcoming week because um, after tomorrow, like Saturday, I'll be out in California. So I'll probably be giving little shorts here and there, but no, I do not work at the Pentagon. I do have a friend, and she worked at the Pentagon. Um, oh, it's Taco Bell again. We need to get him off. Oh, okay, thank you. Why am I going to California? I'm going to visit my mom. We're having a great live here. Ready, man. I do appreciate the two super chats you've given. Gotten that tier one membership. That's awesome. Yeah, she's doing fine. Um, Good night, ICR. What do I do for hobbies? I go hiking. Um, I take my dog. There's a mountain right behind my house. Um, there's so I'll take my dog hiking. I do work on my car. I like to work on my Nissan Xterra. Um, Good night, Becky. Have a good night. Um, I also I like to swim, bike, and run. I like to do triathlon. So those are the three sports I really have to concentrate on. Um, I like to do archery. And from time to time, I don't mind going to the gun range. Yeah, I just it's a 0.4 mile walk to the mountain behind my house. So I can just take a half a mile walk and be at a mountain to take my dog walking, to take my dog hiking. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. I do want to thank everyone that has donated super chats. Also, Ready Man, who has signed up for a tier one subscription to the channel. I am I'm originally from California, and I now live in New Mexico. I moved to Florida for a while, and now live in New Mexico. I've been in New Mexico now for a year. Yes, that is my puppy in the background. He's sleeping. He's a he's a 77-pound Dalmatian mix. I've only had him for about 2 months now. Why did I pick here to live? Have you ever been to New Mexico? Uh, I've New Mexico's got culture. It's got so many things you can, uh, you know, go to. So many different places with, different monuments, different things. Oh, what? You want to see my dog? Here he is right there. And he doesn't hear me talking because he's deaf. Um, he's he's a deaf. Dalmatians tend to be deaf a lot because there was a lot of inbreeding. People always want to, breed such good. They want to keep it, good bloodlines. But what they end up doing is a lot of things happen. Like a lot. I think 17% of Dalmatians now are born deaf. Yeah, he knows like two signs. He knows this means sit, this means come here. Um, but he needs it is a Dalmatian mix. He's not a purebred Dalmatian, but he's a mix. Oh, I'm sorry, Strike. I know this is my fifth I've had two purebred Dalmatians, two other uh Dalmatian mixes, and and this is my third Dalmatian mix. I had a American Bulldog Dalmatian mix and a Border Collie Dalmatian mix. Correct. That's what I've been trying to do with him. The big thing he needs to get is his dog walk skills down. Whoever had him before, just let him dominate them because this guy has no walking skill. Like it's mainly when you're like just take him out the door. He has this tendency to tug, like turn around and start playing a tug of war with the leash, which is not good dog walking skills. And the dog walk is probably the most important skill that they should learn, um, because um, the thing is, if you can't control him or control your dog while they're walking, um, I don't know. That's a good question. I've thought about that, Strike. Um, so I'm 54. So if he just continually tugs at the leash like a tug of war when we go out. So he needs to be taught good leash manners first. That's how you tell a dog that you're the alpha. That's the big thing about training a dog is that you be the alpha. I haven't even tried. You know what I should try is maybe the red dot off my rifle. I know dogs love to chase those. Now this guy's name is Thomas. That's what he came with. I left it because um, Thomas. That's the name he came with. I'm like, why change it? Because he can't even hear it. So yeah, I mean, there's so many reasons. I was trying to think of who came up with Thomas, and yeah, I know I could change it every day if I wanted to, but I don't want to. That's the name he came with. That's the name will stick with. Yeah, and exactly, Thomas. That's what it is. I was thinking of I was almost gonna change it. I was gonna change it to something like just like arrow, just the fact that I'm into archery, and then when you look at my tattoo here, it is, if you look at it from here down, that's what my arrows would look like. This is actually the arrow, the arrowhead from the Green Arrow TV show from Arrow. Um, so I was just, and he has a spot on his eye that kind of shapes like an arrowhead. Yeah, Trollage, $50. I actually had one of my subs the other day that actually did give a $50 super chat. Or actually two of them. So she ended up giving $100. I had I had an OnlyFans, but at that time it wasn't getting any views, so I shut it down. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. We're going to be going for about another half hour. I thought I'd do a 3-hour live stream tonight. And oh, Nate, are you doing like the Mormon Jesus does, or the Mormon priest uses to cast out demons and do exorcisms? Do you have your hand to the square? Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Please do leave a like and subscribe. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not doing that. Well, thank you, Roxanne. I will say it's the lower floor. Hello, Roxanne. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing. You're on with Jules. Remember, that makes you a treasure now. Or everyone's a treasure, actually, in here. We are at 1,477 subscribers. Um, strike, I don't know. It's just people with, you know, political opinions. It's I'm a primary care right now. I used to be an ER nurse. I used to be an ER nurse before I went to the VA. I was an ER nurse for 13 years. person called you a possum. Your nose is practically an LPN. I don't get what you're saying there. Alrighty, man. I'm my hands. Why would you want to call me Dr. Jules? I'm not a doctor. Ready, man. I'm starting to think you're in Ohio. Like Peninsula, Ohio. Okay, because I was starting to suspect something there. Guys, this has been now that we've gotten things calm, like if we can have, so hopefully from now on, from a lot of times we can have any of the mods in here. It'll always be a good time to, we can always have a good time. Actually, right now at work, I'm not uh out. Remember the administration that we're in right now, and I had started transitioning right. I was only into about 6 months of transition then, or even more than that, but I hadn't, come out, and so true story. That's kind of a yeah. If anything, I would believe just more in a reincarnation type of state. You know, um, you your body will disintegrate into the ground, and uh, then something else will grow from that. Yeah, and people will do that because they're coming on here to spread their hate. I was not in the Navy. I I have a stepson in the Navy. Tell me true story. Actually, Ready Man, my daughter could have been either one. She had been accepted to West Point and Annapolis. And Annapolis would have taken her without even passing her agilities test if she would have swam for them. Hi, Yasir. Welcome to the stream. Please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I live in New Mexico, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're about to hit 1480. We were at 1446 when we started. So we've gotten over 34 new members, almost 35. Just so we're doing fantastic. The last couple of days have been fantastic. We're part since we started since the channel got monetized this last week, we've already made $94 uh in total revenue, and with what we've made tonight should probably uh and give us just over 100 after whatever uh YouTube takes out in their charges, and that means we'll have about $20 to set aside for the different charities that we will send money to. Okay, so the what, and I always, DJ, I will tell you, and I've explained it um, multiple times, but I do like to be transparent in what happens with uh, super chats and super stickers. Um, any super chats, super stickers, memberships that people do get, 20% is donated to amongst three different charities. 5% goes to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. 5% goes to Animal Humane New Mexico, which where I adopted this guy. And then the other 10% of that donation goes actually goes into a fund where for the winter I buy beanies and gloves and socks and mylar lined ponchos for the homeless. So, you know, and I walk around and give them to the homeless myself, and I do film the videos where I do it. Uh, I wouldn't give money to PETA. PETA is, I have never been in prison, Bear. PETA, I've seen them do too many acts of actual terror. They've actually burned down car lots, burned down, when I lived in San Diego, I saw places where they burned down houses, new developments. So they PETA is not one to I would donate to. And exactly, another thing would be that I've actually heard that PETA, I won't donate. The only church, the money, that 10% that I do give will go, actually, I get a receipt from what's called a Church of Korihor, and I will put a link to that. That is a church for atheists, and what we do is on um, uh, we support and go out and do missions of reason. And I do what we call the Rapture 505. When I mean rap, means like WRAP, because we wrap up those homeless during the winter. And you know, we're trying to do the another project that we will try to do if like even if my channel would grow enough and I would have enough. I know my friend, one of the things he's doing like over in Salt Lake with his one of his missions, he's trying to buy old church buildings and he wants to make them 24-hour libraries where people can, you know, during the summer months and it's really hot, they can come in and cool off and read a book, you know, or in the winter months it can come in and stay warm. Actually, DJ Big Turbo, I am not out at work yet. Uh, we're gonna come out, but then obviously we had a change in president that made things unacceptable there. Although men, we do have vets that are trans. Oh, because I had it on before I got home. And true story, I haven't seen him in person. So if I could see him face to face, then I would believe you, but I don't. Right now, there are many uh you know things that are going on that although I am in a liberal state and it's very accepted here, the only place I'm not out is at work. I'll go hang out with friends as me. I will, you know, I know I'm like in here my moderator, you see her as some post-op girl, but her name is Avita. I will go. She's gonna stop by in the near future, and we'll go hang out, you know, and I'll be me. But the only place is not at work. Uh, my ex-wife, she really wasn't, but it our splitting up didn't have to do with that. There were other things that we had already split up way before that. True story, plain and simple, I don't believe in God. Well said, Storm. I don't believe in God because I've never seen him. If I saw him face to face right now, boom, I would change my I'd go back to but because seeing is believing to me, not believing is seeing. Where did you see him? What did he look like? No, uh, faith faith is just something that's they tell you to have that religions will push for you to have to believe in God, which is a myth. He's a myth. God is Zeus of in Greek mythology. It's the Christian myth. It's the shared myth amongst Christians. Um, and then okay, the if it wasn't for God, you'd be dead. I've been on the verge of death myself. I was in a coma for 3 days. I don't believe in God, and guess who's alive in front of you right now? So, hello, Amanda. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Storm. Okay, Storm. Bear, we don't want to start this one again. I get that question 900 times a night, so I watched someone that studied what am I trying to call it? She was studying when you study to be a minister, you go to like in oh no, she's getting a degree in theology, and she ended up she left she deconstructed then and stopped believing in God as she was studying theology, and and that's what she calls it. She calls it all a shared myth. Well, Binu, then happy birthday. We can see bacteria. Have you ever done a blood culture on someone's blood? Have you ever uh, done a smear in microbiology? I took microbiology class and we did samples of smears of different air, and then we would put them under the microscope, and you can see bacteria. And just right when you get a certain color change, like depending on the type of agar you put it on, and you see a certain, uh, you know, then you know, it turns it changes color, then you, uh, I'm a transgender woman. Then right when the color change, then you know it's what bacteria it may be. So you can see bacteria. Okay, this Marcos, that's enough about Jesus. I actually do have a Discord. Hello, Yadira. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Avita. Boring conversation anyway, as Han Solo would say. Hunter, I've been doing great. I don't know if you've been here since the channel has monetized. So just remember, anything that is given um, to the channel, the 20% does go to different charities. No, there could be free agency and not believe in God. Well, maybe they are really adults. Yeah, I work for, actually, this shirt is sold at the gift shop at my work. It is not technically a uniform, but I wear it as my I wear it to work. I've seen some of my veterans come in with these shirts because they like to have a VA shirt. So it's technically not a uniform. It is just a Department of Veterans Affairs uniform. So I do work for the Department of Veterans Affairs. I like doing the polo shirts because they're comfy. I mean, although scrubs are comfy, but um, I don't have a partner, Hunter. Um, so um, so yeah, scrubs are comfy, but I kind of like the look of the polo. It just gives it a better attire look. You look a little more, you look fancier. I mean, scrubs are nice because yeah, you can get them dirty and they're easy to wash, but it's not like I work in ER anymore. Thank you, Strike. Yeah, I got mine at Vision Works. I'm gonna tell you something about this, your question about Trump and MAGA. Do you know the majority of my veterans are starting to say they are actually feeling uh they're feeling bad that they voted for Trump. In fact, the other day I had one that was actually suicidal due to that because he had voted for him. I'm not lying. I'm just saying, correct, Ali. It's horrible some of the things that were taken away from us. There's a lot when I get someone that's suicidal, I have to start typing to the mental health department, telling them what's going on, just kind of keep talking to him and type. I have dual monitors at work, so I'm typing on one monitor, talking to mental health while I keep talking to him like I'm continuing to do his Uh, so I was trying to do that. Well said, Ali, or well said, Muscala. Um, Mayer, I've seen some of his specials. I haven't seen those. I've seen Bob Lazar's interviews. Yes, Bob Lazar was one that used to go to Area 51. Yes. Um, and I do believe the military has weapons that we don't know about. In fact, Area 51, they basically uh, they basically develop. That's where they develop airplanes like the stealth bomber, the F-117, even what it's basically where the Skunk Works takes their military jets to test them. That's probably where they have I think they're building what they have the F-35. I think they're building an F-45. Uh, um, yeah, the SR-71 was built there. That's why, there's a lot of, you can say there might be conflicting things that they see. People saw at certain times that oh, it's a 47, Josh, thank you. Um, you know, so that's why people may see in those areas, may see something, uh, that might be something that's different. Yes, the Aurora is also, they say that's being built there. The Aurora is supposed to be the follow-up to the SR-71. That's what I know. Please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Always consider leaving, even if it's just a super sticker, like uh, it it'll go 20% does go to charity. Other 80% will help the channel grow and get better equipment. Yeah, my dad had a friend and we asked him about it after we saw the Bob Lazar interviews way back in the 90s. And and thank you, Allie. Glad you subbed. I know we've had a tremendous sub count go up. And we had asked him if he ever heard about it or knew what went on there because he did like a lot of government work like at the business next to my dad and but he would do it at night on a computer and but he said that he had been there before and then he told us he's all basically they have a lot of technology and stuff that's been they make there. He said he never mentioned anything about alien stuff, but the dog's right there. Thank you, understandable one. Um, please leave a like at least for him. um, another thing that if we do get, like I said, anything from revenue that comes into the stream, there'll be donations giving to the shelter that he came from, or actually it's called Animal Humane New Mexico. Um, Oh, I know. I mean, that's we've uh we've had quite a stream tonight. I don't know. Shall we keep it going for another half hour? Um, because I can sleep in tomorrow, but I gotta pack my bags tomorrow for my Cali trip. Guess what, New Zealand? I've already bred. To start making revenue on YouTube, let's see, you have to get 1,000, well, no, you have to get 500 subscribers with 3,000 hours of view time, and and then you have to apply to what's called a uh, YouTube partner program, and um, and then they have to approve your channel, and then after they approve it, go through the approval process and they approve it. Um, you can open up you an AdSense account, and it kind of and then that's where your money starts going through, and then you start off with and yeah, Bear, we all have our our things that we can one can be um you beat me to it, Avita. I was about to do that. You can be gay and like Trump. I mean, that's okay. Um, so yeah, after you get approved, you can start getting first with 500 subscribers, you can get what's called a super sticker. So you can click down where the little dollar sign is here, and people can give you what's called a super sticker or a super chat, or they can another thing they can do is subscribe to your channel, and you can give them special benefits. Like maybe special types of videos. Okay, it's time to block this guy. I'm gonna report this one. This one's just a bot. That's a thing. See, he's back right there again. It's just a bot that someone keeps sending through. I keep hiding them from the channel. I just hit them hide from channel. Oh, thank you for the compliment there, Felix. It just depends on how many views you get. For example, right now, I'm gonna I really need to Yeah, I see that they're just making new accounts, and I keep reporting each one. I'm actually reporting them as harassing or bullying to YouTube. So go ahead, told you so. Because we got to show them we're strong and we're not gonna back down because someone is in here being transphobic and being against us. It only shows our weakness by doing that. I will continue to. There has to be. Let me check because port to channel hide put user in time out. See, yeah, I'm trying to think of other ways to do that. Sigma doesn't need to get a job, he needs to get a life. I mean, I've reported him like 3 times to YouTube as harassing. Um, we're, we're probably gonna go for another 20 minutes. There he goes again. Big. Okay, so we just got $1.99 from Big Black Monkey Boy, Big Black Monkey Boy Sigma. It's probably the same person. Or no, this is from Jackie. Go ahead, Love Bug. We will give you some advice. New Zealand, I don't make mods until I trust people. And you are and you are what, trans? Or are you lesbian? Or tell me where you land in the LGBTQ community. And I think you just have to be straightforward. Okay. Well, you just have to be straightforward to them. You just have to go and say, "Hey, we're dating." You know? Now, is there Oh, 35 with a 17, it's a hard no to me. Yeah, that I got you. I didn't see the age difference on that there, Avita. I'm probably so distracted with our our person there. With a then you're gonna have to if you want to tell them, you go tell them. But if it were my daughter, it'd be a hard no. Think about it. 35. If you're 35 and she's 17, she can be your daughter. Correct. At 35, it should bare minimum should be 18. My ex, she was 11 years difference than me. Yeah, 18 plus. You got it right, Avita. Yeah, and my ex, I met her when we were working in the ER, so, but yeah, when we looked at the age difference, it was like I was born in 70, she was born in 81. What pedo thing? Who are you talking to? My daughter is very accepting. Okay, so she lied to you. So at that point, you should not even. At that point, if she lied to me for 6 months, I'd be over and done with her because, she hid that from you. And that's the other question. She didn't look like a kid. And basically, Lovebug, if you're in the U.S., when you're over 18 and with someone younger than you, that's considered statutory rape. I started in knowing and getting hints in my teens. Nicole? Correct, Avita. You're right. Yeah, dear, I wouldn't even, yes, I am on hormones, Topher. In fact, I had to take my estrogen and my progesterone before bedtime. I will talk that sometimes, Nicole. Lovebug, I'm just saying, you really have to be, you're on you are on bad territory there, so I wouldn't, you know, I have a 24-year-old daughter, and at 17, she'd been with a 35-year-old. Trust me, it wouldn't, he wouldn't have been around. Probably. Okay, we've got about 50, just less than 15 minutes left. I know we've been on here for about 3 hours and 17 minutes. And we've gained almost 40 new subs. That's awesome, you guys. You guys have been great the last 2 days. Um, this first week of monetization has been great. Just look at just today's stream. Due to everybody that jumps in, we've had 6,500 views. Um, and um, from everybody coming on the stream and just spending a little bit of time in here, we've actually had over 100 hours of view time. We've gotten one new member, $12 in chats. Uh, actually, no, Daniel Mike. I believe that it gives them an advantage. Daniel, did I say the? Yeah, Avita and I are right there on the same thing. They should at least make like trans sports categories or um, they should be something or put them with the because there is a definite advantage. Even with testosterone sinking below critical numbers, there will always be a muscle advantage. No, I don't want to go wake him up. He's sleeping. Dog's name is Thomas. I have Yes, you can be a woman because you can change uh you can pretty much do all of your transition. There'll be a point where you won't need to take, well, no, you will continue to take some estrogen, but you won't have to take testosterone blockers. Correct, Avita. There are people that are XXY. New Zealand, that's not, you know, we get that question all the time here, and it's not relevant. My dog's cool. I don't know why you say your dog is better. Well, you would have to say a cisgender woman. Okay, we're almost getting there. Cisgender is someone that identifies with the gender assigned to them at birth. Deja, welcome. How you doing, girl? Like this, like seeing you in here. Good. I'm getting there too. I'm getting tired. Probably gonna be laying down next to my pup soon. Um, yes, you are, girl. Avita. Have a great day, Strike. Pleasure having you on here. Really? Is that good? So that's good news? Are you saying there, Deja? I hope everything turns out for the best. We do respect people in here. Uh, it's just it's a term that we use New Zealand to just say um so people can identify the difference in what we're talking about. Um, oh, thank you, Avita. I was about to take that off. Awesome, Deja. That's great. Glad to hear it. Uh, hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like and subscribe. Rando, that's your thing. Yeah, I'm up late. I got off work, you can see. And and then I said I'm gonna do a late live stream tonight. And yesterday we hit 100 um what was it? 111 likes or something like that. 113. Yeah, the stream went off the hook last night. It was we hit like 8,000 views. I've already got two people that are members to the channel, like actual have bought monthly memberships. So it's been good. I should get yeah, and Deja, I really thanks for your contributions last time. After they took out, their what their fees were. I mean, I'll probably still be getting like a revenue check from them and or be deposited and yeah, I am going the full way. And like I said, the usuals to the to what charities I will be donating to. Uh, Next year for my Rapture 505, it'll be Mylar lined poncho, pair of gloves, a beanie, and socks to the homeless. And I'm gonna try to make 100 care packages like that. And then well, if you want to, that's your choice, New Zealand. I'm going to do if you for the tier one member is it what 299 a month, and with that I will do like videos on doing my makeup. I know how to get my surgery covered. Actually, Tyler, it's called my insurance. And do you live in the U.S.? Because Tyler, if you live in the U.S., you're probably gonna pay for mine. It's called your federal income taxes. Because that's how I get paid. I live in the US and I work for the federal government. So everybody in here that pays federal income taxes pays just a little amount of my salary and pays for my insurance that's taken out of my check. And guess what? That's where that's what will cover my transition. Good, Deja. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I'm trying to that I'm glad that you're trying to get assistance. Do they have a homeless pact? Like here, they actually have a doctor that's geared uh, towards the homeless. Yeah, I know it's probably not easy. The homeless pact over here, they only see like 5 or 6 patients a day, which that amazes me that they have the service there to see them, and that's where I kind of got the ideas for the beanies and gloves because they always have hats and gloves for them over there. Well, Tyler, maybe the IRS will come knocking at your door one of these days. See, if this were Mr. President number one, wouldn't that be George Washington? Um, thank you. I do like living here, New Zealand. I do have lots of different choices of like, s- climates that I've lived in. I grew up in San Diego, which is like the perfect weather. I've moved to Florida, which was similar weather but humid. Now I'm in the desert of New Mexico, and uh, you know, yeah, I think we have to wrap it up now, Avita. I'm getting tired. I need to go to bed too. Up late here on this stream. Avita, I do want to thank you for I do want to thank you for uh, moderating the channel tonight. Uh, oh, you found an awesome Xterra, but uh, don't have the money. Ooh, for 5K, you probably found something very good. Well, DJ, you've done a lot. Right now, make sure that you take care of yourself. Yeah, a $5,000 Xterra, I'm sure you could have found something good. Yeah, I'm sure it was in premium condition. My daughter is trying to sell hers. No, I'm not Jewish. Um, in Florida, but it has one bad valve, and I think something's wrong with the radiator. And I think she would let it go for. And the thing is, like, I almost thought if I had like $1,000, I would like send her 1,000 because she just bought a brand new car, and I would send her 1,000, and then I would pay like $300 to have it shipped here, and I would use it as a parts car, put it in storage, and part it out. Hello, Ashley. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. We're trying to get uh call it a night here, but we keep getting good people. Okay, yeah. You too. You have a good night, Avita. Thank you so much for um modding tonight. Hello, is it sh sh what is Shweba? Shweta? Okay, you guys, I do want to say thank you for tonight's stream. We had a great stream. We almost hit 100 likes. Last night we did hit 111, so we had a great stream again. Um, Also, we did pretty good on. I do want to thank everybody that donated super chats. Thank you very much, everybody. That does help the channel in many ways. It will help. Not does it help the channel. It does help towards charities. Um, for example, it will um, 10 or 20% of what it has been donated tonight will go to charity. Deisha, you did it again. Wow, girl, you're just awesome. So thanks to Deja, we got another 20 bucks here with her You're Amazing super sticker. We do want to thank her. She has been fantastic in the last two live streams. So it like I was saying, any donations that do come to the stream here, 10% I put aside and I purchase. In fact, let me go get some. You okay, Thomas? Yes, this is a DoorDash bag, but I buy these uh these like hunting beanies. As you can see, they're in bright yellow, and I buy pairs of gloves. And for next winter, I'm going to add a mylar lined poncho and socks. And then I drive around Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is where I live right now, and I hand these out to the public, to the homeless. And that is done just because I want to, I choose to. That's what I call a mission of reason for the atheist church I belong to. We call it Rapture 505, and that's Rapture with a W. And like I said, next year it'll include socks and a mylar lined poncho. And if I make enough money, I will give, like each camp I go to, I know they like large bottles of hand sanitizer. Uh, so I know they like to use it to be able to light their bonfires. Uh, that's a little secret that I learned recently. So that is what 20% or 10% of super chats and any donations that come in here go to. The other 5% will go to where I adopted this guy, and 5% will go to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. Um, so um, we should probably see our first revenue coming in soon. Yes, I know. I want to get one of the blankets, and I want one of my Gem X t-shirts. And I do want to get, I still need to get Lena a t-shirt or a hoodie because she's always been such a good mod. I've talked to her lately. She's just been kind of wrapped up in a few things, but it's unfortunate we haven't seen her on here. Hopefully we'll see her tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do an earlier live stream because I do travel on Saturday morning. No more cheeses talk. Like cheeses on my cheeseburger. Um, or quesos. Okay. So everyone, please have a good night. Okay. This will be the last question I take because I do have to go to bed soon, you guys. I I don't know what. Okay, this sir, I have a question. You need to pretty much get off the channel. You can say you can be disappointed, but I'm not. It's just ways you feel. Okay, so thank you everyone for being on here. Yadira, I love all those pride flags there. I actually have my trans pride flag right here. Um, so uh, thank you everyone for joining here. I do want to thank you once again for everything that was donated to the channel tonight. That will definitely help the Mission of Reason and Animal Humane New Mexico and the Transgender Resource Center. Um, I do want to say let's have a great night. Please have a good weekend. Next, I will stream tomorrow in the afternoon. And then I will probably put more shorts next week. Um, the aviación, I suggest you take that down because if you want to put something about you're saying to be that suicidal empathy thing is not cool with me because I will report it as an act of terrorism on my channel. Because you're stating that you would like me to turn around and kill myself. In fact, I am gonna do that. Actually, I'll go graphic violence. I'll be nice. Because last time someone said that, I did report them as an act of terrorism. So, thank you very much there, Black. He's a great dog. Does sleep well. He's a great sleeper. Uh, and does a great while we do our live streams because he is deaf. Okay, so once again, have a great night. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. Thank you for all the super chats and um, donations. They will go to the appropriate places. And so once again, have a great night. My name is Jules. All of you are my treasures. Remember, you are in Area 5T1. And we will see you again tomorrow. Thank you.